Hello, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are this moment, I greet you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Without taking much of your time, there is a serious tension in Asa Rock. There's a serious tension in Nigerian military barracks as the Nigeria CDS plan to push Tinubu away or to overthrow Tinubu. And the struggle now on the ground is because the army chief is Tinubu's brother. He said it will not work. My friend, Nigeria is fighting against themselves. And remember that any kingdom that fight against itself shall not stand. This moment, it is a battle between themselves because, they train terrorists and bandits. And terrorists and bandits have divided them as many politicians from the north come out to testify of the activities of terrorists, Fulani terrorists, to be being sponsored by highly placed politicians in the north. So, as it stands at this very moment, I want to tell you that there is no any cool place in Nigeria. Nigeria, especially in the north, there is no kulele. Everywhere is very hot. As there is power tussle, because that is why Tinubu fixed Labaja in that place, in that position. If you don't know, Christopher can go anywhere he wants to go, but what goes up must come down, because that thing that goes up comes from down and they started going up. And then, so nothing remains on up except the Almighty God. And as it stands this very moment, they are trying to say they from the north, Musa, go and find out his real name. It's not Christopher. His real name is not Christopher. He's a Muslim man. You are seeing like that. This man you are looking at is a Muslim man. Go and find out what I'm telling you now. But because I have a limited time, this moment, I won't be able to give you the genealogy of him or the mystery surrounding him and his military activities, how he entered military and what have you. Like I've always said, these are junior officers to me. So what I'm telling you this very moment is that the northern leaders and elders have come to discover that they are the receiving end. Then they are now using Musa, the CDS, in order to make sure that Nigeria is completely collapsed or divided, because the division of Nigeria or Nigeria disintegration is the best option that everybody in the world is looking forward towards today. I'm telling you the truth. Listen to international community, listen to world leaders, listen to world powers, what they are saying against Nigeria or about Nigeria. So, but because of their deceptive mentality about money, monetary issue. So this is why there seems to be together. There is no peace between Yorubas and Hausas. I'm telling you the truth. So this information I'm giving to you now is not fabricated. It's authentic, very, very much authentic. The intention of General Musa is to get Tinubu out of Aso Rock and become the next president of Nigeria. He wants to become the head of state of Nigeria, military head of state. Militaries are not presidents. It's only in democracy we have president. So they are head of state, military head of state. So General Christopher Musa want to become the next military head of state in Nigeria as he pushes Tinubu out of the office. But it is a serious contention between them now. You can see how Labaja is looking at him. Things are out of hand. Then Labaja did not even accept his salute, because now the money they have planned on how Labaja and Tinubu shall be sharing their thing in Azarok, then Musa want to stop it. But I want to tell you that Musa is a full Muslim man, complete Muslim man. And the intention of Musa to become the next head of state of Nigeria or president of Nigeria is to make sure that there is full Islamization of Nigeria and full Fulanization of Nigeria with a full capacity. All right? And for this reason, you as a Biafran who is listening to me, you get in kwacha, you got bambo, make sure na ọdịghị esi maka na anyị nọ nwaanyị nọ n'iro kekwara ajụ n'ume maka na anyị agaghị apụ n'ike, anyị agaghịkwa na-apụ n'oge eru ha. Mgba anaghị epu anyị arụ, egbe anaghị epu anyị arụ, mma anaghị epu anyị arụ. What I'm telling you this moment, be very conscious of your security because the war may break out any moment from north, because northern people or northern leaders who claim to fix Tinubu in the office are not happy with the Tinubu's government, because Tinubu is not dancing on the tones of Fulanis. All right? Tinubu is doing his thing in his own way, the way it will favor him and Yorubas. And for this reason, the cabals, which are the Fulanis, are not happy as the Jagaban is moving against their wish. Meanwhile, they are the one who fixed Jagaban in Asarok. They are the one who claimed that Jagaban won the election. But Jagaban today is sitting on their heads, and none of them likes it. They want by all means to use Musa, and this is why Musa told you that there is nothing militaries can do. As the chief of defense staff he is now telling Nigerians that there's nothing militaries can do, that the militaries can only contribute to the security of the Nigerian citizens by 25% or 15%. So the rest of 75% of human protection or human life and livelihood to be protected in Nigeria are in the hands of the civilians. And the civilians does not have bullet, they don't have tear gas, they don't have knife, they don't have blade, razor, they don't have even stick to fight anything. But now, Musa is trying to enforce it and enact it that Nigerian citizens should take their destinies into their hands and protect themselves from the face of disaster of these cannibals, the terrorists and the bandits. And when he made that very statement, he never knew that there are people who are very clever and wiser than him. We quickly understood where he is going to. So the best thing to do is military overtaking, because overtaking is allowed. So let there be a military coup in Nigeria. So he will now meander as if he doesn't have a hand. And his men under him will carry out the assignment, and he, Musa, now when everywhere is now kulele, he will surface as the chief of the army general, whatever you like to call it, as the Nigeria head of state, military head of state, and what have you. So in order to make sure that the existence of Tinubu and Yoruba's presence in Asarok is completely terminated. Yes, of course, Tinubu have nothing to offer, and Tinubu is not doing anything. But you people, in your wisdom, supported him because you say power is in the hand of the majority. And you say you people are the majority in your Nigeria. So for this reason, Tinubu must go for you people. Because what is going on in Nigeria, one is political marigenda. Two is religious nepotism. Three is religious government. There's nothing like democracy. And four, this is what we call hypocrite and parasite. So, on the other hand, everyone who is listening to me this moment, from east, north, south, and west, should prepare, because what is coming to Nigeria is beyond Nigeria control. Because Nigeria have no militaries, they have no police, they have no DSS as they claim. They don't have anything, because no any country on earth that will support Nigeria when this matter set properly. So, but it's quite unfortunate that Tinubu is in trouble, but he doesn't know that he's in trouble, because from east, north, south, and west, even center, nobody is looking at Tinubu with good eyes, because everything since he entered Aso Rock, everything in Nigeria turned upside down. Life turned upside down. Life become miserable. The poor become poorer. You know, the poorest people become much useless, and the rich are getting richer. So what Tinubu comes to do is to enrich himself and enrich Yorubas. So very tribalistic, and he ostracized the majority of Nigerians who felt like he, as an old man, over 150 years, when he entered there, that there will be considerations about the poor, the weak, the physically challenged, the jobless ones, and all the debts that Buhari acquired and kept down in order to run terrorism, so that they will begin to see all these things off. But little did they know that Tinubu was going to be worse than Buhari. But anyway, snake does not burn something that doesn't have a long tail. Anything that snake burn must have a long tail. But what you people should have in your mind is that the military coup is going on in Nigeria to spark off a revolution, new revolution. Revolutionists are there. So, and in no distant time, what I'm telling you now will begin to take place. Don't say you didn't hear. Don't say you don't know, because nothing that happens in Nigeria without the knowledge of Nigerians. But Nigerians have decided to remain adamant, pay deaf ear, turn blind eyes, and become nonchalant to the issue that is very crucial for each and every one of them's life. Meanwhile, we shall continue doing our best in Biafra land for Biafrans to be secured and protected, no matter whatever that is going on in Nigeria. So this is their own problems, but we will not allow our territories to be invaded or the law of Biafra government to be violated or the right of any Biafran to be violated. And this is why we BDF, we are there. And we are there 24 hours, 4 by 7. Nothing is happening. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe.